Hello, and welcome to this awesome video. And this video we were going to be reacting to people who absolutely lost the food lottery. I guess you'll see who lost the food lottery. And let's get into this.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 people who absolutely lost the food lottery. Who doesn't love food? Whether it be something healthy like ice cream or something unhealthy like melon. But have you ever been super unlucky with food and got a deformed or badly made food product? Well, these 10 people have, and their luck with food will make you cry because of how bad they must have felt when they got them. Before we begin, subscribe and turn on notifications, and comment done for a shout out at the end of our next video. Coming in at number 10, we have Sponge Popsicle. SpongeBob is without a doubt the best kids cartoon, or adults cartoon, because I know some of you old guys still watch it. Come on, be honest. SpongeBob is a multi-billion-dollar industry, so it's not just a cartoon. They have book bags, t-shirts, and even SpongeBob popsicles. Those popsicles sound good. Was I the only guy who wanted to eat SpongeBob as a kid? Well, maybe, but anyway, they make these SpongeBob popsicles, or sponge popsicles, which sound amazing. But according to one guy who bought them, they don't look as good as they taste. The popsicle he had looks nothing like SpongeBob or the packaging photo. First off, it only has one eye, but also the shorts are the wrong color, come on! Also, those teeth are looking insane. I know SpongeBob has those big bucked teeth, but this is getting ridiculous. In fact, this looks more like Doodle Pop than SpongeBob. Leave a like if you remember that episode.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure any kid would be scarred for life if they got one of these. Would you guys eat this if you pulled it out of a pack?
Yeah,
I would, but I wouldn't be proud of myself. Next up is Blueberry Waffle. It's nice to wake up to a fancy breakfast. And what better way to do that than with a blueberry waffle? Pick up that waffle with a mocha frappe latte chacker with extra chia and you have one fancy breakfast. But one guy got totally scammed by one blueberry waffle. That is because there was one tiny area with blueberry on it and the rest was just plain waffle. People always tell me never to search up blue waffle, and now I see why. Not only is this very lacking in blueberry, the waffle doesn't even look that good. Then again, this is a blueberry waffle, not a blueberries waffle, so maybe it's right. The guy who posted this online captioned it, "Never buy blueberry waffles from Walmart." So if you guys want to act like you're eating healthy but don't really want to do it, then buy these. Who knows, maybe somewhere out there's a blueberry waffle with double the blueberries, thanks to this one only having one. Next up is avocado. Avocados are nice, but who can be bothered to get that giant stone out? I guess if you can, you get a good sandwich topping. But for one guy, he went through the effort but with no reward. The entire area of this guy's avocado is just the stone. Also, the inside of that looks nasty anyway. Seriously, what's that yellow gunk everywhere? My avocados do not look like that. This is a food lottery loss in so many ways. Also, avocados aren't cheap, so that's a huge waste of money. I think you could get enough for one of those mini sandwiches, but not much else out of this avocado. You already risked your life cutting into this thing, and now it scams you? It just shows you can't trust anyone nowadays. Not even your own avocado.
Stupid dad.
Avocado.
It's very sad.
Next up is ice cream. Ice cream is good, sure, but what's everyone's favorite part really? It has to be the chocolate at the bottom of the cone. Well, one guy got a big shock when he peeled open a Cornetto. Not only was there no chocolate part at the bottom, there was no cone at all. I know in cartoons they just throw away the cone, but I eat the entire thing. This ice cream is one big scam. Not only because it's missing tons of parts, but also how's he gonna hold it without a cone? I don't see how this is even possible with a factory making these. Unless one factory worker got really hungry for some ice cream cone. The guy could put it in a cup and eat it, but now he has to wash up. This is a lose-lose situation. You know what, guys? I'm setting up a GoFundMe to get this guy his cone back. Just send me all the money and I'll get it to him somehow. Next up is pizza. Pizza is everyone's favorite fruit. Who doesn't love the cheese, tomatoes, and bread? But one thing nobody loves is false advertising. What would you do if you bought a big box of pizza, but when you open it up, there's a tiny pizza inside? Well, that's kind of what happened to one guy. He bought some pizza from his college cafeteria, but this proved to be a big mistake. That is because he got given it in a regular sized box. But when he opened it, to his horror was a tiny slice of pizza even an elf wouldn't eat. And according to him, the pizza wasn't cheap. This surely should have been enough to create a student protest thanks to this stinginess. I get that colleges are always trying to save money, but come on. This guy's paying thousands of dollars to go to college, and now they scam him for his pizza too. College sure does teach you some street knowledge. Never get scammed.
Yeah.
Next up is lemon. We all know lemons are super sour. Well, this lemon likely made whoever got it very sour. We all wouldn't mind if a raisin was a few millimeters long. But if we get a melon, we expect it to be kind of big, right? The guy who was harvesting his lemons was so sad when he discovered this was what his lemons came to. But he shouldn't be too disappointed. That bad boy can probably make you one drop of lemonade. Either this guy has huge hands, or this lemon just lost him the food lottery. I mean, they say life gives you lemons, but life seems to be kind of stingy for this guy. This looks like some kind of mini cute thing you'd see on Instagram. But no, this is actually one guy's failed lemon plant. It even looks like the lemon's wearing a hat. But the only hat this lemon should be wearing is a dunce hat. Next up is cheeseburger. We would all prefer to go to McDonald's or Burger King. But how many times as a kid have you been driving and you've said, "Mom, can we please pull over at that McDonald's?" And then she turns to you and says the most hurtful thing ever. "We have food in the house." Well, next time this happens to you, show your mom this photo. One guy was hungry, so he bought a cheeseburger from a store. However, he soon realized he'd been scammed. The burger had a bit of cheese sticking out, showing it was a cheeseburger. But that was all the cheese that was there. You have to give the store some props for cleverness, as this probably saves them a ton of cheese. Get it? If I were him though, I'd skip out on this completely, as the patty doesn't even look too good either. This is a crafty scam, sure, but just think about the guy who had to eat this thing. The cheese isn't even melted in, and looks like a nasty blob of butter. I wonder what Gordon Ramsay would have to say about this mess. Next up is Panda Lollipop. As kids, we all loved lollipops. Or as adults. I still eat them, okay? But one guy bought a lollipop designed like a panda. However, when he took the packaging off, he was saddened to see this is one big rip-off. There's no panda on the lollipop at all. The company simply put it on the wrapper to make it seem like it's better than it really is. I wonder if the guys who made the cheeseburger made this too. It's safe to say the guy totally got ripped off here. No wonder pandas going extinct. Was that too far? Apologies to any pandas listening. But even so, you have to really imagine some guy raking in tons of money for being lazy and not printing the panda design on the lollipop. Next up is Cheetos. This may be a food lottery loss or a food lottery win, depending on how gross you are. One guy was eating Cheetos when he found a giant ball of cheese flavoring. And because Cheeto bags are done to weight, this meant he only got a few chips. He took this photo and was super angry about getting scammed. But if life gives you a giant cheese ball, make cheese dust. I would grind this up and sprinkle it on food. I don't know what food exactly, maybe a tiny lemon or a disappointing pizza. But seriously, if any of you guys get one of these in your Cheetos, mail it to me. That Cheeto dust ball is starting to sound pretty good. Then again, the more I look at it, the grosser it gets. But if you have no regard for your well-being like me, then eat it up. It ain't easy being cheesy. Next up is melon. Watermelons are known for having a ton of food inside. But this melon is the exact opposite of this. One poor sap cut into a watermelon he bought and was unpleasantly surprised. The melon was all rind inside. There's a tiny bit of melon, but that's just not good enough. Also, the part which is edible is full of seeds. Talk about adding insult to injury. I don't care if I'd already cut it open. I'd be going right back for a refund. Hey, I need those $2 back. Personally, I love watermelons, so I would cry if this happened to me. If watermelons weren't already healthy, this would be a diet watermelon. Nobody better steal that idea. Check out the poll in the top right corner and you can vote for
I would cry if that was me. I would literally cry. Okay. That's it for the video. Which was the saddest of the food lottery? If you guys are still watching. Which is the saddest one? Let me know in the comments below. And I guess, let me also know if you guys want me to continue the subscriber wall. I might post it, like, make a post of it. Just kind of want to get back to it now, since I'm making these videos again. And I still have the wall up. So, well, I guess that would be it for the video, and I guess I will see you guys on next time for tomorrow's video, and I guess I will love you guys, and see you guys tomorrow. Bye!